We need to elect socialist organizers to the NPC. Our job as socialists is to connect the dots, to clarify how capitalism is the root of our oppression and our shared struggles. And as organizers, it's to connect people to each other.
We need leaders like Katie, who rather than sloganeering on empowering small chapters, are quietly doing the work every day in their own small chapter and with chapters across the country.
And we know we have winning ideas. We saw that in New York City with Zohran Mamdani's win, but we're leaving wins on the table because we're arguing on the sidelines. I am an organizer and a campaigner, and I'm running to be that on the NPC.
And Jeremy is singular. He comes to everything. He is a trusted comrade that I come to frequently for advice. He was one of the people who approached me about running for office years ago, and there's no way that I would have run if I hadn't been approached by such a trusted comrade.
I realized recently that knocking on doors for Zohran, this was my 30th DSA campaign in NYC and across the country, building power for the left and building power for socialism. We're at a moment of incredible opportunity as the historic win of Zohran Mamdani. Well, our national organization is doing, I'm sorry to say, very little to good on that moment. And I truly believe that if the left intervenes, if the left gets organized, Zohran's victory is only the first step.
I want our movement to be so massive that it can withstand applied force from MAGA Republicans and corporate Democrats. And we are not going to be able to do that unless we become as big as possible, as big as a boulder, which means embracing coalition building with other organizations and rejecting red lines for our socialists in office. I think this caucus is full of brilliant, inspiring, wonderful people. Every day I learn something new. I believe that this is the right group of people to be leading our organization, not just the slate of folks that I'm running with, but this group of people. It's not only our political vision, but it is also the way we relate to one another, which I think is so critical in this moment in time and is often missing from these organizing spaces.
A leader is somebody who can move people into collective action. And Clayton is one of those people. It's been an honor to see his growth and development as a leader, as somebody who also is identifying and building leaders, not only in DSA, but in UAW, where he's been doing just incredible work.
We have to win and we have to deliver for people. That's why I decided to join SMC. That's why I trust my fellow SMC members so much. And so when folks asked to run for LA Steering Committee and now for NPC, I said yes, because I believe in this shared vision and the strategy for winning.
We were lucky during the uncommitted campaign to have Seth lead our national distributed organizing. That campaign didn't move over 1 million people because of vibe. It moved them because of deep trust, sharp strategy, and steady hands. And Seth was at the center of that.
And that experience, both from the past decade and also from Uncommitted, I think is, for me, a critical horizon that I look at and look forward to when I think about the power and potential of what a national DSA could do and can do when it steps into leadership.
Renee has played an instrumental role in building DSA's electoral program.
As I've been reflecting on these last 2 years that I've spent as part of the minority bloc on the NPC, I've been thinking about how vital I still think National DSA is to building the future we all deserve. I'm hopeful that the delegates at this convention will choose to take our responsibility to the future seriously and vote for a vision of mass politics that can meet this moment.
We were organizing around the now historic 2021 Chilean presidential election. And as a Chilean American, he really understood right away that socialist internationalism is not just a debate team, right? It's about actually, mobilizing communities both within and beyond the United States to fight for real change, on the ground change through democratic socialism.
Internationally, we need to shift away from declarative reactions to geopolitical events and turn to greater outreach and collaboration with mass left-wing parties worldwide. This collaboration will allow us to develop the methods and strategies and initiatives that mobilize our members.
You might be surprised to see that we have so many people running for NPC from SMC. And to that, I'd say it's an indicator that we are taking this work seriously. We should be building deep benches of leaders in this organization, ready to fight for a DSA that is effective, that is resilient, that is changing the world.
We had an incredible victory, not just in New York, but across the country. So much of this actually all of it really, was only possible because of the knowledge, the structure, and the culture that we've built in the New York City chapter that is firmly grounded in SMC politics. And we can scale our projects, whether it's electoral campaigns, legislative campaigns, community organizing, we can scale those. In this caucus, we choose to be courageous in our efforts to take power. That doesn't mean we're not scared of the complications that might come. It means we do it anyway because we must. We're very, very serious about it, in fact. My cat's here, she's very serious about it too. But we know in this caucus and in mass politics grounding generally that we need to become an army for the platform that won the New York City election. And we need to do that across the country. I'm honored to count myself as not only a DSA member, but an SMC member as well. So thank you.